Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro weekly horoscope starting from 27th of July to 2nd of August. What transit, how it will affect. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada for all 12 signs. Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Ruiji, Ram Ram. Thank you. So we will start doing the weekly horoscope. Very quick, but very insightful. We are doing the course. For that, the link is in the description. Thank you. Aries ascendant people, when we talk about this, the first thing that is happening this week after a very long time is Mars and Ketu conjunction is ending. Now, we cannot say the conjunction is ending. We say that they are moving into different zodiac. They will still be close to each other, but their Mars is moving into a different complete zodiac. That is Virgo. And here, ascendant lord is Aries for you guys. For Aries, Mars is the ascendant lord. It is coming to the sixth house. It is said that whenever Mars, Rahu, the Ketu, they're in the sixth house, it is important time where enemies do not come and are not able to face you. On top of that, Mars is also making a Viprit Raj Yog because the eighth house lord has come to the sixth house. So something that has to do with either enemies, court cases, any challenges related to any competitions, any interviews that you're giving. It's a very beautiful week for you, as well as till the time Mars will be here, till the time it moves to Libra. It's a very positive sign for all the Aries ascendant people. One more thing, sixth house is the house of health. Now, when we look at Mars, Mars is eighth house lord. Viprit Raj Yog means sometimes trouble and then relief. Here, getting into accident or some going to a medical, to a clinic, or sometimes getting blood test done, X-rays done, or maybe visiting some kind of family members who are not well is possible. Mars is now going to directly aspect Saturn in the 12th house. This is good for those people who want to go abroad, but expenses can be on the higher side, and it can be expenses will happen mostly because of your non discipline attitude. This is what I see. We have made a big video on Mars into the sign of Virgo with nakshatras and with the transits of nakshatra. For that, it is on the channel just before this, so watch it. Moon enters into Virgo. As soon as Mars enters, next day, 29th of July, is when Moon will make a Mahalakshmi Yoga in the sixth house. Very great time for those who are struggling from financial debts. Those who have lot of debts on them, relief will come. Those who are trying to apply for a loan, trying to give some, what you say, or either expect back some money that you have given in the past, that is also possible. Health wise, only fourth house lord in the sixth house means health of the mother has to be taken care. And sometimes in this situation, some house expenses related to house or household expenses happen. Since Moon is looking at the 12th house as well, great for foreign travel, but not great for expenses. Expenses are going to be on the high side, but sometimes expenses are good expenses only. Later, Moon will enter into Libra, fourth house lord, fourth from itself. Those who are in foreign countries, amazing time for them. Those who are, it is also receiving an aspect of Jupiter, which is again making a Gaj Kesari Yog. So Moon, see, it made Mahalakshmi Yog, now making Gaj Kesari Yog in the Kendra. And this means that those who are struggling in relationships, those who are struggling in partnerships, business partnerships, or in love life, they will see a very positive ray of hope. Also, very great time if you're signing any contracts, if you're getting into any kind of commitment. Awesome time for all the Aries people. Then Moon will become debilitated by end of the week. In this debilitation, your wealth is no problem because see, it is the exalted aspects on the second house. But the only challenge here, Rohitji, and that is related to your health. Sometimes sudden ups and downs happens, and because the eighth house lord is also making a Viprit Raj Yogs, it is a time of feeling sick, getting into some accidents, sometimes some small incidents in the house. This next weekend, this week's weekend is very extremely, you have to take extreme utmost care. And whenever Moon is in debilitation, who comes to our rescue? One and only Lord Shiva. So Om Namah Shivaya is what you should be doing if you're going through Moon Mahadasha Antardasha. All the best. There is a link in the description for readings, and the course is here from 30th of August. That means, yes, exactly from in 30 days it's going to start. So all the best. Now, Taurus ascendant people. When we look at here, Mars is entering into Virgo into the fifth house, 12th house Lord in the fifth house. Those who are thinking of education in a foreign country, good news for you because something great is coming. In fact, commitment in love, etc., is also going to happen because seventh house Lord has come to the fifth house of love and romance. This is the time many Taurus ascendant people will get commitment. Also, those who are trying for progeny, childbirth, this is also that beautiful time that childbirth or childbirth like situations where at least your partner is agreeing something may happen, which is very, very beautiful. One thing, 12th house Lord in the sixth house also means that be careful about when it comes to any stock share market investments because 12th house is the house of expenses. Sometimes expenses in those areas are much higher. In fact, expenses related to kids also may be higher. But a great time to do startup and partnership business. A big video with the nakshatras also have been uploaded before this, the Mars transit. So you should watch that. That'll give you more insight. Moon makes a Mahalakshmi Yoga here. Now, third house Lord exactly in the fifth house. That means your effort, your communication, your short distance travel, everything that you have done in the past, which was you were feeling was very unnoticed. It's no longer unnoticed. It is going to give you extreme, beautiful, and wonderful rewards as well. So it's a very beautiful transit. And fifth house, Moon and Mars together. That means it's a balance of your mind and your strength. And this is the time that you'll be able to take right decisions when it comes to love, nurturing, that kind of feeling, that kind of attitude you will show around you. Chandra will enter into the sixth house. Now, sixth house is not a very great place for a benefic like Moon, but it is receiving a direct fifth aspect of Jupiter. That means this is the time that, especially wealth related or financially, those people who are doing or going through a lot of trouble, they may find some great hope, some great relief. Debt wise, those who have applied not getting debts, you will also get some great relief. In fact, those who are your siblings, if you want your siblings to help you, this is the right time to take their advice. Sometimes Moon here plays with the health, especially on the what you say, we can say the bodily fluids. That means dehydration, sometimes water retention. So depending on your birth chart, it will give you results. So in that area, careful. And this is the week, the end of the week, on weekend, Moon will become debilitated in the seventh house. Now, when relationships and etc. are having commitment, there are a lot of misunderstandings that can happen. And here, exactly, the lot of communication has gone to the seventh house and can cause some misunderstanding. So please be very clear, open. You will be you will be very adjusting also this week because Moon is aspecting the ascendant, and that is an exalted aspect. So your attitude and etc. will be very good, but whenever we are signing any contracts, whenever we are doing any kind of final commitments or partnership, we have to be extra careful during this week. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and I will see you guys on the course 30th of August onwards. Very, very amazing. All the best. Gemini ascendant people, when we talk, Mars is entered into Virgo. Now, finally, the Lord of your 11th house, the Lord of the 6th house, is entering into the real good sign in Kendra. It was with Ketu, lot of hardships, sometimes lot of short distance travel, taking your, because Mars was aspecting your sixth house, also taking your relatives, your siblings, your mother, your family members to either hospital, clinics. Stress about that areas is going to end now, and some positive news is going to come, especially those who are struggling in either shifting their house, either construction of their house, either real estate related purchase sale, either vehicle related purchase sale. You will see some positivity here, and things are going to be moving in your favor. In fact, those who are also thinking about some kind of what you say, some kind of emotional security and better things, better work related, what you say, work related benefits, you will see that some kind of work related good news is also coming. We have made a very big video on Mars entering into the sign of Virgo just before this, one video before this, so you will be able to see that. So, and they have nakshatras also, so that will be more precise for you. Now, on the second day of this week, that is on 29th of July, Moon will enter into Virgo. And this is so beautiful because what happens, Rohitji, here is they are making a Mahalakshmi Yoga in the 4th house, and 4th house significator is Moon only. Now here we will see that Moon and Mars comes, and those who are really extremely struggling for finances, they will see some major relief, some even money that was you must have forgotten, or something that must have not come from from your siblings or from your family members, or somewhere your money is stuck. You may see that that is happening for you, and inner peace and happiness will be at the maximum and peak level. So all the best. Those who are mother were not feeling well may start feeling much better. One more thing, because both are aspecting the 10th house, career wise also this is a beautiful time. Only thing, Saturn and Moon opposite each other, Saturn and Mars opposite each other, in such cases extreme quiet related to any gossip or speech, because see, Moon here rules your speech and Mars rules gain. Sometimes we do not gain, we lose because of our speaking or speaking too much. This is what you should avoid this week. Moon enters into Libra. Again, this is the positive sign. Second house Lord in the fifth house. There can be lot of gains when it comes to speculation. If you're in share market, stock market, you may see that this week is such a blessing for you, because here also, Rohit, it is not alone. It is alone in the house, but it is getting the pure positive aspect of Jupiter also, which is such a beautiful thing for Moon to be getting. So amazing time again related to your children, and anything that has to do with love, romance, they will also enhance. Your children will be, it will be very pleasant time with your children. There is also possibility of getting great speculative gain, invest return on investment. Very good. Second house Lord in the fifth house, it's 100% activation of Mahalakshmi Yoga. And here Moon becomes debilitated in the sixth house of daily work and routine, health and workplace. Now, again, I told you, because Saturn was also making a relationship with Moon earlier, there could be some kind of thing you must have said and which can be used against you. So in this situations, sometimes there is challenges in the workplace, so careful about that. Also, health wise, we may not feel that much better, but great news for those people who are expecting some money from a foreign country, or either a travel to a foreign or a distant place. There is a possibility of getting something very great related to that. All the best, guys. There is a link in the description for personal appointments. And 30th of August onwards, we are doing the course. Those who have joined, welcome. Those who are joining, all the best. Link is in the bio. Cancer ascendant, Rohit. Mars is a yoga karaka for Cancer ascendant. That is one of the most benefic planets that rules a trikona and a kendra. That's why it is a yoga karaka. Now here, if you see for Leo and Cancer, both Mars is the yoga karaka, and Mars was in a very difficult situation in the second house. You must have seen sudden health problems, challenges related to family life, sometimes even feeling too emotional for no reasons. These are the things that Mars was doing, and also verbally or getting a lot of anger when Mars and Ketu were together. Now, positively, this is ended, and Mars has come to the third house. Now, this is the time, Cancer ascendant people, to start taking action, especially in the area related to your career. See, Mars is putting the eighth aspect on the 10th house. This means that something hidden may come your way, or some opportunity which is hidden or which you may have to find. It will not come directly, like openly. You have to find that opportunity is coming, and you should never ever miss such placement of Mars. Mars is also looking at your sixth house, ninth house, and 10th house. This means that this is a possible and great time for communication that comes related to some debt. That means you may either be taking loan or repaying loan. It is a great time for education, higher education, long distance travel for a shorter period of time. That is also possible. And because career, it is looking great. It's a time of initiative. It's a time to take help of your siblings. It's a time to take help of your friends, and it's a time to upskill, like skill development. Later in that same house, Mahalakshmi Yog, the Lagna Lord is going to the third house. Now, this means that when Lagna Lord goes to the third house, your hard work, your dedication, your the work pattern which you have been doing for a very long time, which you have been compromising on, like you must be working very hard, but you're compromising on results because no one is able to notice you. This is the time that sudden and certain important people who are supposed to notice you will notice you, and there is a great possibility, very great possibility, that some great wonderful communication is coming, which will bring you more peace and more happiness. The reason is because moon will come to the fourth house, where it is a karak, a significator of this house. And Jupiter is aspecting moon here. The fifth aspect of Jupiter is on the moon. That means such a positive time when it comes to your home. Your home will be feel like a temple during this week. Also, those people who are moving to new houses, changing, shifting, beautifying the house, some construction, renovation, you will also see that the progress is so beautiful and amazing that you will love it. One thing which happens here is that moon will enter into debilitation in the fifth house. Now, fifth house is the house of education. Those who are those who are in education field may feel a little bit of overwhelmed. Also, those who are in the field related to stock and share market, they may find some kind of challenges. Gains are going to be there, but challenges are going to be more. Emotional decisions should be avoided. Practical decisions should be taken here, because moon is aspecting your 11th house with the seventh aspect, putting an exalted aspect here. This means gains are, your goals, wishes are getting complete. But on the other hand, something that has to do with some emotional decisions related to children, related to stock share market, and related to your love, romantic partner, even education, you have to become more practical during this time. Fifth house is considered the stomach, exactly the intestines. Here you may find sometimes stomach upsets, food poisoning are a cause of concern during the time when moon is debilitated. So be very, very extremely careful. And I hope and I wish it's a very wonderful week for you, because it looks amazing and wonderful for Cancer ascendant people. There's a link in the description for readings, and do subscribe, because we are stopping the thing for everyone who's not subscribed. All the best. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new and live astrology classes. For that also, link is in the bio. So thank you so much. For Leo ascendant people, Roichi. Now, when we talk about Leo ascendant here, Mars is entering into Virgo. Now, this is very good, because in the ascendant, there were Mars and Ketu together. Those who were going through Mars Mahadasha Antardasha must have felt this whole powerful conjunction a very, very difficult. Sometimes difficulty because you are too lazy, you don't want to take any action, you don't want to work any nicely. So it is a challenge. But now Mars is into very beautiful and wonderful position in the second Yoga Karka, 9th house Lord, 4th house Lord, 11th from itself, 9th house Lord, 6th from itself. Lot of big gains coming from your workplace. Lot of things. One thing is a negative here, and that negative is Mars is a fierce, very, very extreme planet. And in such cases, this is the time that Leo ascendant may speak something wrong, rubbish, challenging, which can destroy friendships, family relationships, and so many different things. So please keep your mouth shut, including me. This is what is required. Otherwise, wealth wise, the next day, 29th of July, moon will enter into Virgo. 12th house Lord goes to the second house, puts a pause on your expenses. There is possibility of great wealth gains. In fact, Mars is making two relationship. Never ever underestimate the aspects. Mars is looking at the fifth house, 8th house, and 9th house. Just imagine, it is making a relationship sitting in the second house with the fifth house, with the 8th house. This means a lottery kind of situation. So those who in the countries where lotteries are legal for people, you should also think about playing it this time. Okay. All the best. I think if you win, 10% is mine. All the best. Now, later, what happens is that Moon and Mars, that makes a Mahalakshmi Yoga. It is also the time that family wise, some help or some kind of relief comes from family. So, very beautiful. I think my little family member has come. Yeah. Hi. Grace, how is going to be the week of Leo ascendant people? How is going to be the week?
Good.
Grace, how is going to be the week for
Good.
Good. Yay.
Good. Very good.
Okay. Bye
But this
bye.
is partiality only. Why for only Leo ascendant? Because this is a Kashji's ascendant.
She
We
came for
need this
Leo.
seed in every ascendant to say good.
Anyways, so moving on. Moon is entering into view. Virgo Mahalakshmi Yoga is active. Both are looking at the 8th house. Very important Two things. One thing, it is also a Maraka house. We have to be careful about the health because both are aspecting the eighth house. Sudden ups and downs in the health can happen, but wealth wise, we are in very powerful situation. And because Ma Lakshmi, little Lakshmi came and told me, yeah, good, then this is good. Moon enters Libra here. This is the time of short distance travel or some kind of travel is going to happen for Leo ascendant people, either for leisure, either for trouble, but some travel is coming. Expenses will be on the higher side now. Okay, in other cases, we will see that in other cases, we will see that when any work related to visa, any work related to passport, any work related to anything that has to do with immigration, there can be possibility of something happening for you guys. So all the best for that also. Finally, Moon will get debilitated on August 2. That means after all the fun, 31st, 1st, 2nd, you may feel a little bit of overwhelmed that, oh my God, lot of travel, lot of expenses, lot of trouble. So this is what is happening. One thing, because Moon is getting debilitated, it puts an exalted aspect on the 10th house. Those who are struggling in their job, those who are trying to find a job, this is a positive time and some great news related to job work is coming for Leo people, which is going to be extremely rewarding, exciting, amazing. But in the home, there can be some expenses. Also, sometimes you may feel a little bit of overwhelmed emotionally because Moon is getting debilitated in the 4th house of your emotional happiness. All the best, guys. Have a great, wonderful week. 4034931188 is my number. You can book a reading below. And 30th of August onwards, new and live astrology classes are here. For that, also, everyone is welcome. Virgo ascendant people. Now, when we talk about Virgo, Mars is entering into Virgo only in your ascendant, the 8th house lord coming to the ascendant, the 3rd house lord coming to the ascendant. That means lot of communication which are secret may now come on surface. If you have been thinking, your friends, your siblings, your neighbors, people around you, in fact, anything, if there is any challenges related to inheritance, any challenges related to research, that means research wise also, those who are in research field trying to bring something up on surface, this is that time that you will be very successful and very, very positive transit for all the Virgo ascendant people. One only small challenge is that Mars and Saturn are looking at each other from Kendra. This means that relationship wise, we have to be extra over cautious because it can create sudden ups and downs. Mars looking at the 7th house where Saturn is, oof, sometimes in such cases, overwhelming arguments, challenges, communication, miscommunication, fights happen in the relationship pattern, either in business relationship, either in spousal relationship. So in those areas, you have to be extra careful. I've made a full video on Mars. It's put before this, so you can watch that. Then Moon comes to the Lagna. Now, this is the time that you will see that gains, the Lord of the gains, 11th house, has come to the ascendant. And here it is showing that you yourself, your courage, your personality, your charismatic appearance, everything is going to now become a magnet to attract wealth, magnet to, in fact, whenever Moon and Mars are together, that means your action and your emotion are balanced, and in such cases you are able to take right decisions, and right decisions converts into artha. Artha means money, because once we take a right decision, we try to tend to make good money. So all the very, very amazing best for Virgo ascendant people, because those who are going through financial struggles, some relief is seen here. And this continues because Moon, the 11th house lord, has gone to the 2nd house. 11th and 2nd house lord will make any kind of combination. It is powerful because it is supposed to be in your favor. One thing, 2nd house Moon can make you very overcommitting. That means, okay, your boss says do this, oh, I will do this, I will do that also, I will do this also, and you may feel very over burdened or troubled, because as soon as the next day we jump in, Moon is entering into the 3rd house, and this is the sign of Scorpio. Here it becomes debilitated. Your destiny, your name, your fame is all good, but your hard work, you're completely going to get exhausted. So please be careful about any commitment that you make during this week. It may be overwhelming. Not a very great time for short distance travel as well. If you're doing any short distance travel, be extra cautious because it can be fatigue or stress can be one major area where you may have to struggle. Overall, very nice, all the best. Let's hope that the Mahalakshmi yoke turns out to be very great financial relief for you. In fact, when moon is here in the sign of Libra, you should see very carefully. Jupiter is putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth aspect on moon, so that means speculative gains also coming from families. So all the very best. Link is in the description for readings. Do subscribe. And 30th of August onwards, we are doing new live astrology classes. For that, also join. Libra ascendant people. I read one comment today that I am Libra. I know one Libra person with Rahu in the first house and they are not good and this and that and whatnot. I feel that even Lord Vishnu is not perfect. Even Lord Shiva is not perfect. Even Lord Brahma is not perfect. They also had their ups and downs. They also have their some kind of, we can say they are also lacking in some qualities. That's why they are three different entities, not one. Same way, we all have different kind of strengths and weaknesses. I suggest that we should ignore weaknesses and we should look at our strength and strengthen them more and more and more. And that's why I suggest that never ever be judgmental about who is good and who is bad. Sometimes our karmas are bad that we get bad people in our life. Sometimes our karma is so good that we never ever come across bad people. And by God's grace, my karma is like that, that all the Libra ascendant I have come across are one of the most amazing and most awesome ones. And I will keep repeating and saying all the time that Libra is the best. Okay. Now for Libra, Mars is entering into Virgo. Now, when we look at Mars here, Mars is the lord of the seventh house and the second house. That means Mars is an extreme Maraka. Now, this transit is going to be a little bit of overwhelming transit for Libra ascendant people because second house lord in the 12th house, lot of expenses related to family, and seventh house lord sometimes expenses on court cases, legal troubles, expenses on spouse, expenses on business partnership, expenses are going to be too high. Sorry, it is what it is. Also, because it's a Maraka, that means it also takes care of the health. We are not in a great position to not worry about health. Health wise, also stress, sleepless nights. It is getting an aspect of Saturn, which is retrograde. It is aspecting Saturn in the sixth house. Enemies wise, we are sorted. It will be taken care of, but it's an overwhelming period for stress, sleepless nights, anxiety, challenges, sometimes depression feeling. These are the things where you have to be over careful. That's what I suggest for the Libra ascendant people. Absolutely. It is a time of little bit of challenge if you're going through Mars Mahadasha Antardasha. And especially because of this Saturn opposite Mars. There's a Mars video, which is pretty much more positive, but here expenses do happen. So that's what it is. Finally, for some relief, the Lord of the 10th house is coming to the 12th house. Now, this can indicate some kind of income through your career because Mahalakshmi Yoga is happening. Also, sometimes if you're going through moon or Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Mahadasha, and moon is in Antardasha, and this moon comes here, then this also means some kind of loss of job, etc. Sorry, but it happens. It all depends on Mahadasha. Whichever Mahadasha you are going on, you will manifest things accordingly. Okay, so that is what it is. Ruchi, I want to tell something. I saw this. Ruchi, that day I was looking for my owl feather. I got the owl feather. This is the owl feather, the white owl feather. Yes. And iska, there is one very good remedy that people can do, those who want to do. So this feather, you should take the feather, keep it, and put a small idol of Mahalakshmi on it. Or maybe a silver idol. This activates, because owl is the what you say we call the Vahana of Mahalakshmi. That means Mahalakshmi rides on an owl. So this is extremely good, Roichi. Just wanted to show owl feather. When in
That
my
was
house in my house in Bombay, Rohitji, in my house in Bombay, we have a cup two owls, like
yes,
from
white.
two white owls. Yeah, I have. You must have seen my photos. I have sent it so many times, right? There are two owls in my house in Bombay. They are always sit in my house only. They're always in my house. Like 2004, Grand Nanaji got the house for me, and from that time till today, the owl and the owl's family. In fact, I saw two owl and two small baby owls also with them, all in my house. Every time they are there only. So God is very kind. Yeah, you were telling something.
I'm saying that I was listening about your conversation of people writing about Libra, this and that. we ignore this kind of comment, because yes, every person has some liking for some attachment with some kind of ascendant, but being astrologer, we are equally, do all things for all 12 ascendants. And as far as God is concerned, one thing, my viewpoint is that either it's Brahma, Vishnu, or Mahesh. Yes, they are perfect. We can't say they are not perfect, because they had made all this universe. They are the perfect. We are nowhere around. We are in Mrityulok, human being. Today we are here, someday. But people who write this kind of poisonous things, they need
It's
to
okay,
avoid this.
they are also not poisonous. They must have got some kind of bad experience from someone, so we
Ah,
cannot judge.
maybe.
है ना, किसी को समझने का bad experience. What we need to do is that to become good person, we should ignore the bad and focus on the good only.
And we also love them also. We
I
also
love everyone.
love that people also.
I love everyone, especially all the Libra ascendant. Next time there should be some religion where you can marry 50, 60, 100 women. Every Libra ascendant I will marry in my next life. Okay? Okay. So Moon is entering into Virgo. We discussed about this. The 10th house, Lord in the 12th house. We have to be careful about our job also. We have to be careful about our, also opportunities related to getting wealth from foreign countries is also possible. So let's hope for the best. Depending on your Mahadashanta Dasha, things will manifest. Later, Moon will enter into the sign of Libra itself. Here, Moon is the 10th house Lord sitting forth from itself. Those who have been facing challenges or sometimes, a little bit of extra stress that they got in the workplace because of the transit in the 12th house, you may find more relief here. Very powerful. And in fact, because Moon is looking at the 7th house and again Mars is looking at the 7th house with the 8th aspect, suddenly someone secretly may help you, may come up and become your partner and try to take away all the burden from your head. So very, very nice period. But in the end of the week, we will see that Moon will enter into Scorpio, into debilitation in the second house. Not a great time to do big investments. See, expenses are there on rise for you. But here, sometimes family related expenses, suddenly some expenses come, which is overwhelming. In fact, it is also the time of not to overcommit. If Moon comes to the second house, Moon is a very overcommitting planet, because emotionally we say, "Na, I will do this also, that also, that also." Then later we say, "Oh my god, how am I going to fulfill this?" This is exactly what Moon does when it is in debilitation. It becomes very vulnerable. People talk to you and you say, "Okay, I will do it," and you will suffer for them. Don't be a people's pleaser. Try to be very practical. And those who are wondering, struggling related to inheritance, property, court cases, etc., see, Moon is aspecting the exalted aspect on the 8th house. 2nd of August is some time when you should initiate some kind of, maybe, just bring things up related to your inheritance or shared resources or anything to do with your research, education, new education. Getting into new kind of education is also seen, and for that we are doing 30th of August onwards new classes. So all the best, join as soon as possible. Scorpio Rohiti. Now here Mars is entering into the 11th house. And when we look at Mars, 6th house Lord, ascendant Lord in the 11th house. When it looks at ascendant Lord in the 11th house, it is gains and powerful gains that you will see. And especially because of the toxic environment in your career or toxic environment in your workplace, now finally things will be in your favor, because 11th house is called the house of relief. Remember this. 6th house is the house of struggle and trouble, and 6th from the 6th is the relief from that house. Okay. 8th house is the house of longevity. 8th from the 8th gives more confirmation about longevity. Same way, all that houses from itself, like second house from 9th house is the house of destiny, second house is house of 10th house is the house of karma. So karma through destiny. Every house is interconnected. And here, because Mars is coming to the 11th house, this is powerful placement of Mars for the being the ascendant Lord. And in lot of diseases, workplace politics, workplace challenges are going to finish off. If you're going through Mars Mahadasha Antardasha, this is more positive. And something that has to do with gains that comes either from your speculation, because one thing we have to be a little bit of careful, because Mars is looking at Saturn. So we don't want to be over committing to what you say, speculation, that, oh, I will make this much money, that much money. No, relax, chill, don't do big investments here. This is one thing. Secondly, you will see that Mars, because Mars is aspecting, the sign of the Mars is aspecting the second house from the 11th house, some great wealth is also promised, and the reason is Jupiter putting a collective aspect with Mars here on the second house. So financial relief is seen for Scorpio ascendant people. And why not? As soon as that happens, the ninth house lord goes to the 11th house in the house of gains and makes a Mahalakshmi Yoga. Absolutely relief in money or financial relief is coming for Scorpio ascendant people. Debts, those who are in lot of debts, you may find new ways, new pattern, new goals, new wishes that will fulfill the problem of your debt, that your debt goes away from your life. So this is such powerful time. Please manifest to the best this week. Moon enters into Libra here. One thing, when Mars and Moon are together in the 11th house, social circle is what this house really highlights. This time, if you get an opportunity to connect to the social people and connect and talk to a lot of people, it is important because that is where the idea will come from. Okay. One exercise I can give you, Scorpio ascendant, because you guys are two Scorpio ascendant people who have patience. They are very, very analytical, calculative, and they have the courage, but they are hidden also. They, you know, a Scorpio ascendant people may be a billionaire, but wearing a shorts and wearing, sandals and wearing a just normal $5 t-shirt. But they are hidden people. They have everything. Extreme knowledgeable people. One exercise for you guys. Those people are going through a very, very tough time. They have done all the remedies, everything, every damn thing they have done. Right? Go and sit in darkness, complete pin darkness. Don't take your phone, nothing. Go and sit in your darkness for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Whatever trouble, whatever struggle you're going through, you will get that answer. You will get an answer from your own self, because you guys are so learned that you do not need other people to guide you. You are the person who can do sacrifice, person who's always in the front fighting. These are Scorpio ascendant people. So I would suggest, please be very extremely powerful, and sit quiet. You have to sit in darkness. As soon as you sit in darkness, you get the answer. You do any remedy, you jump from Himalayas also, you will not get anything. But sit in darkness for 30 minutes without, and let thoughts come to you. I'm not saying meditate also, just sit 30 minutes, don't move. Sit and think about your problems. You will get the answer. Try this. Moon enters to the 11th house, Rohiji. Now, 9th house Lord and Moon enters into the 12th house. Now, 9th and 12th are making a relationship. Whenever 9th and 12th make a relationship, there is a possible travel that can happen. And Scorpio ascendant people may travel. There can be possibility those who are very, very troubled related to their visa, passport, renewal, green card, permanent residence, work permits, anything, you will see something very great happening for you. Something great means something very great, because Jupiter is also aspecting your moon. Jupiter is looking at fifth aspect on the 12th house. So moon is being looked by Jupiter. So that means earlier it was just that, okay, it can happen. Now it is supposed to happen in the best possible way. That is what it means. And then moon comes into debilitation. Sometimes we get too much overwhelmed when it comes to moon. If you're going through moon mahadasha antardasha, it is a challenge that you will feel restless, fatigued, emotionally imbalanced, sometimes very, very disinterested in things. And because it is putting an exalted aspect on the 7th house, you will get major power from your partners, from your associates, from your wife, from your husband, from your business partner, anyone who is in partnership with you right now, even a friend. You will see that lot of support is coming from them. So it's a time to even express yourself, that where and what is happening, so that you can get support. The problem with Scorpio ascendant people is that they do not share their feelings. They're always hiding things, which is not right. Share your feelings, be open. Okay, all the best, guys. Do subscribe, because this is the last 2 weeks where we are doing only these videos open. Then we will just put it member special. So if you're not subscribed, you'll not be able to see it. Sorry, but you also have to look at our hard work, and it should be rewarded in some way or the other, right? Thank you. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new and live astrology classes. For that, also link is in the description. All the best. Sagittarius ascendant people. Now, when we talk about Sagittarius, Mars is entering into Virgo, Rohitji. Now look at the sign of Virgo, the 10th house here, and Mars is the 5th house lord, 12th house lord. Now coming to the 5th house lord, coming to the Kendra, is a very, very good news. Gains from foreign countries are seen, and especially related to your work. If you are working for a multinational company, some bonuses may be announced. Sorry to say those who are going through very difficult Mahadasha like Rahu and Mars, they may have a little bit of challenge, because see, 12th house Lord means losses. And right now it is in the 10th house of career. So losses in career also can happen. So in such cases, wealth comes, but it comes as, what you say, severance, which is not that great. But let's be very powerful and hopeful and manifest great things. Let's take the name of Lord Kartikya, who represents Mars, and Murugans. Let's pray to him as much as possible. Om Kartikya Namaha. Om Kartikya Namaha. Whoever is going through a difficult period related to Mars. But Mars in the 10th house, it's going to give you extreme power when it comes to creativity, when it comes to speculative gains, when it comes to lot of amazing initiative in your workplace. We have made a very big video on this, so for that you can watch the Mars video, and that will also covering the aspects of it. When Mars and Moon comes to the 10th house, those who are in business, especially those who are in business related to IT, engineering, those who are in business related to mining, agriculture, land, real estate, any Mars related business, those who are doctors, surgeons, laparoscopic surgeons, then those who are veterinarians, what a beautiful, amazing week or month. Like, Mars is in very great position for you guys. Very great means very, very great, great, great. Amazing position for you. And Mars and Moon here cause plays a Mahalakshmi Yoga, which is in the Kendra, 8th house Lord, third from itself. Here, some great communication suddenly will come that is related to advancement in your career, positivity in your career. Moon, see, whenever a luminary like Sun or Moon will come to the 10th house, it is extremely powerful and grants power. Whenever a malefic planet like Rahu, Ketu, Rahu comes very good, Ketu comes, it detaches right from workplace. Rahu comes, it again amplifies the place where it is sitting. So here you will see that Rahu is amplifying your courage, and now that courage, that action taking, attitude will help you stand out. Moon entering to the 11th house. Here, Moon is the 8th house Lord, exactly fourth from itself. Again, from real estate, again, from your friends, from your social side, you may find something, someone coming and helping you without even any hesitation, without even any, what you say, you must not even know that someone suddenly is helping you or from your back, and later you will find out that this person helped me. This is also because of the aspect of Jupiter. Jupiter is putting the fifth aspect on Moon, which is the aspect of blessing. Sometimes in this situation, from your higher circle, social circle, you learn also something very new, which means, oh my god, I can do this business, or I can associate my business with this person, or my work, or I can ask him for work. Such kind of things can happen, and please be very open to opportunities. Now comes Moon entering into Scorpio, because this is the time it will enter into debilitation. Sorry. Now, when Moon enters into debilitation, it becomes weak. And why weak? Because Rohiji, it is in the 12th house, making a Viprit Raj Yoga. Here, it can become weakened mostly for anxiety reasons. Lot of thinking. Your subconscious mind is ruled by the 12th house. Subconscious mind thinking too much, overthinking, not able to sleep. These are the things that happen here. I suggest one very small and very nice remedy which I learned in Lal Kitab. If there is a well near you, you should put 1 spoon of milk. Whenever Moon is either in Amavasya or either it is debilitated, 1 spoon of milk in the well. If there is no well, then you dig a small hole, put some water, into it, let it be there. Then just put 1 spoon of milk into it. You will see the power of this Moon. It will become so extremely powerful. It's a Lal Kitab, red book remedy, but it is very, very powerful. It makes Moon super powerful, and it is like a sacrificial remedy. A Moon represents milk, and the cream that we get on the milk, it's represented. What is the representation of that? That is Venus. Simple milk, Rohitji, is Moon. Curd, that is yogurt, is Venus. So Moon and Venus don't have much difference in them in their remedies, but we have to be very careful. Now, when we talk about white sugar, the sugar, refined sugar that we take, that is Moon. But when we talk about mishri, the other kind of sugar, mishri, that is Venus. So they have very common things, Rohitji, that they rule. Anyway, in fact, one more thing I learned: coconut, the water is Moon. In the coconut, the water is Moon. Inside the cream, or what we call malai, the coconut, that we eat, the white part inside, that is Venus. There's so many things, man. It's when you start reading about this, you go crazy. Then, man, it's so deep. Now here you will see that moon entering into debilitation can play with your sleep pattern, with your subconscious mind. Fear, anxiety is what happens. For that, we have to be extra cautious, extra careful, and also make sure during this time do not make big investments or fight related to any property, any inheritance. It should be just calm down this week. Don't do so much things. Yeah, you can get some benefit from real estate or some good news related to real estate because 8th house lord goes to the 11th. But still, if you're going through moon mahadasha antardasha, even then also avoid talking yourself. Okay, this is required. All the best, guys. I hope that this brings a this is a very great week for you. Do subscribe, and we will see you in the nakshatra series that we are preparing. Amazing. Rohit ji loves it, so that means it is very good. All the best. Take care. Link is in the description for readings, and 30th of August onwards new classes. For that, join. Thank you. Bye bye. Capricorn ascendant people. When we talk about Capricorn ascendant, Mars is entering into Virgo into the 9th house. Now, here, if you see, Mars becomes exalted in the ascendant. That means Mars has a very important standing here, and that's why it owns the 4th house of inner peace and happiness and 11th house of extreme gains. Now, here, when a Kendra Lord comes to the Trikona, and when the 11th house Lord is sitting 11th from itself, it is not so simple. It means that something very positive related to your work, related to your goals, aspirations, your destiny is going to be at a very peak level. The health problems that you were going through because Mars and Ketu were together in the 8th house, now finally you will get a little bit of relief there. Little bit, because Moon is still here. But little bit relief, then Mars goes here. This is positive because here travel happens. Look at Mars putting 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth aspect on the 12th house. 9th and 12th house make any relationship travel. Mars looking at the 3rd house also. Travel happens. So travel is something very common here. Mars also the 8th aspect looking at the 4th house. Here travel can also happen related to your home. Many people may be returning back to their home, which is not that good news because sometimes, sorry to say, but here Mars is sitting 12th from the 10th house. And the 10th house lord is sitting in the 6th house. In such cases, because of work also becoming disturbed or challenged, you may return back to your home. Some people may say, I lost my job and I'm coming back. So sometimes it is not favorable, depending on your dasha antardasha. But it is whatever is true is true. I'm sorry. I never say negative, but I have to just intimate, I just give you an intimation that, okay, this can happen as well. A big video is made on this Mars. I have made it on it, put it on the channel a few days ago. And it also has the nakshatra transit of Mars, so you'll get more clarity about it. If you're going through Mars Mahadasha, then please jump there. Important. Moon enters into Virgo. Now here it makes Mahalakshmi Yoga, especially from partnership area. If you're expecting any kind of money, this is the time that some kind of wealth is going to come to you. 29th of July till 30th of July, some deals related to partnership, contracts, even travel deals, even education things should be done because it is extremely favorable for you. Later, Moon will go to the 10th house. Now, 7th house Lord, 4th from itself, it brings peace and happiness in the area related to your career. This is the time that many people may also, those who are doing very good and going through good Mahadashas like benefic Mahadashas, may find power, luminary. Sun and Moon are luminaries. That's why they own only one zodiacs. That means Cancer and Leo next to each other. See, all planets are ruling two zodiacs because they have to work hard. Sun and Moon does not work hard. They needed a place, they needed a mansion for them, and they got only one, Cancer and Leo. Now here, in such cases, when a Kendra Lord comes to the Kendra, it is already called a Raja Yoga. Okay, so that is one thing. Secondly, if you see the another Kendra Lord, that is Mars, is sitting in the 9th house of destiny. So that means it's a very extremely powerful placement of planets for you guys. Mars is opposite Saturn, which can create a little bit of challenges when it comes to fatigue or health problems or sometimes too much exertion when it comes to travel, but it is still benefic because 3rd house Saturn gives you the ability to take struggle with discipline. So that is also very good. Moon entering into Libra into the 10th house can restore some status for you. Maybe some designation that you have been waiting for, or you must have got out of it, or you're looking for a new job and waiting for an offer letter. This is the week that you will use this kind of a pen and sign that offer letter that, okay, yes, I accept. So very powerful week for you. But on the same hand, those who are going through Moon Mahadasha Antardasha, 11th house is where Moon is becoming debilitated, and 11th house is your social circle. I suggest try to be as secret, as inclusive to yourself only as possible, and don't be, don't say everything to everyone. Don't try to speak or don't try to emotionally outburst in a public setting or a group environment. Try to be as much as silent, because a debilitated moon can cause losses by emotional means. That means emotionally you say something and it can be used against you. One good thing, you may get support of your kids, and even because moon is putting an exalted aspect on the fifth house, you can even get some great support from share and stock market. So if you've invested into mutual fund, share market, stock market, you will see some positive graph going up and up and up and up and up. All the best. Do subscribe, because we are very soon we are doing member special only. And all the best for those people who are going through the what you say, Mars Mahadasha, because extremely great placement of Mars. All the best. Do subscribe, and also there's a link in the description for readings. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new live classes. For that, also join. Thank you. Bye bye. Aquarius rising. Which is 50 minutes non-stop. I'm saying tattoo, jam, 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 jam. Today, we did not even take any break also. So it's okay. And still people will not subscribe because it's अरे कौन करेगा, छोड़ो यार. आता है, ये बोलता है, गंजा आदमी आता है, कुछ कुछ बोलता है और चले जाता है. फिर बोलते हैं, फिर अगले वीक आते हैं, वापस कुछ बोलता है, चले जाता है. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? ऐसा एटीट्यूड होता है किसी किसी का, रोहित जी. ठीक है. Yes. Neither either, Roji. My team has been telling me, some astrologer, they were just like at 60,000 subscribers, and in 3 months they went to 130,000. But when they are putting any video, Roji, their views are 680, 700. So I said they did a campaign. If I do a campaign today by spending like $5,000, I put a campaign that okay, I will also get subscribers. But I said I don't need पैसा देके वाले subscriber. I need really जो value. Some people who value, that kind of people are needed here.
And I
Otherwise,
feel this thing that this 64,000 or 65,000 subscribers we have, they are really family members from day one. From
active.
day one, they are with us. They know our journey, and we know their journey by comments and interacting with them as a client or a student. We are like a family, and this family will grow like this only in organic way.
Best. That's why I said forget about subscribers. And मैं तो बोलता हूँ, but वो पीछे पड़े रहते हैं ना. Everyone says no sir, say no sir, say. You have to say. Others people, many people forget also. They just don't understand, and they just do anyways. Aquarius ascendant people, Mars is entering into Virgo, into the 8th house. Now, when we look at Mars here, Mars is the 3rd house lord, and Mars is the 10th house lord. When the 3rd house lord, that is the lord of your communication, goes to the 8th house of longevity, your communication or your effort put during this time has a very long effect and impact on your career. So, this is not the time to get into fear. This is the time to get out of that fear and try to show that power, that amazing action. Amazing action. Those who are in research field in career, either medical research, either PhDs, anything, they will see a positive growth. And those who are submitting their thesis, trying to get into publishing books, papers, whatever it is, you will see there also you have extreme positivity happening to you. One thing, because it is the 10th house lord and sitting in the 8th house, sudden ups and downs in the career can happen. In such cases, do not react very aggressively. Try to be more on the calmer plane, because if you react aggressively, it is going to be a disaster for your career, and then bad communication will come, then your efforts are of no use. So this is the time to not show aggression in career or aggression in communication, like writing a difficult mail, I will screw you now. No, shanti, relax, chill. This is what is required. Moon enters here. Now, those people who have done a lot of investment in the past may find some financial relief, because here, if you see, Moon is making a Vipreet Raj Yog. 6th house Lord goes to the 8th house, makes Mahalakshmi Yog. This means this is the time that debt wise, if you are struggling, if you're going panicking, if you're saying, oh, where do I pay my next EMI from? Something is going to come in a positive way, some opportunity, and you will be able to take it forward. Sometimes it comes in such hidden ways that you don't even imagine. Ruji, I will tell you one story. You will not even believe me. So I was born in India, in Mumbai, in a place called Malad, okay, in Bombay. And in my school, I was in a school called Dr. S. Radhakrishnan Vidyalay. It is Bombay Cambridge Gurukul. It is in Malad only, in Sundarnagar. So I used to not get any money from my house because obviously my grandfather and grandmother raising me only was a very big thing for them, right? It was not like I was not getting any money. And there was this picnic for which we have to pay 80 rupees. Everyone has to pay 80 rupees for the picnic. I never ever, I asked in my house, they said ki, my mama said ki, पढ़ा रहे वो बहुत बड़ी बात है कि पिकनिक विकनिक भी भेजे अभी तुझे, like we are paying the fees for you, that is bigger. Now you want to go to picnic also now? I'm like, okay, I cannot, I it's not in my destiny. Rohitji, it is real story, true story. I was walking back from the school, like that days passed, even that day, like you have like 10-15 days to put the fees for the picnic and then they will take. I was walking one day and I was thinking, I don't even remember what I was thinking, but I found 100 rupees note on the ground, 100 rupees bill on the ground. And I saw and I thought, should I pick it up? Should I not pick it up? Should I pick it up? Should I not pick it up? Should I pick it? I picked it up. I'm like, okay, picnic ka jugaad to done. Now what do I tell at home that where did I get 100 from? They will think that I stole it from somewhere. While I was a stealer also, I used to go to mandir, to temples and take out the coins from there to eat chocolates. So I was doing that. But here, I went to home, I told the truth that I was walking, I found it on the road. Can I go to the picnic? They said, okay, you got 100 rupees. We are not paying, so you can go. I paid that 100 rupees, got 20 rupees back also. I ate all the vada pav and whatnot, and I went to the picnic. So God arranged that for me. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this is the exactly same kind of situation that is happening for Aquarius ascendant people. Suddenly, somewhere from where they will find something no one knows. I still remember, Rohitji, I picked up that money. It was near a place called MAFC or MAFCO, and where we used to eat samosa. And that samosa was 2 rupees. 2 rupees 25 paise. And I picked it up and I was looking everywhere, that is someone looking at me. And you know how you pick up? You don't pick up directly. You first put your feet on it, then you tie your lace, then you pick up. That is how I picked up. So God, when you have, when you require something, or when you are manifesting something, God will make it happen. So please believe in that Almighty. I just, this story is just for that, to believe that Almighty. Later, Rohitji, Moon will enter into your ninth house, in the house of your destiny. The sixth house lord in the ninth house. Those who are struggling in judicial system, those who are struggling in any kind of thing that has to do with court cases, you will see great relief. Also, education loan. Those who are feeling it very difficult, you will find also ways. Maybe you students may find job also now, so that you can pay your education loan. And your destiny is completely supporting you, even for acquiring any kind of loan or debt. So all the best for it. One thing we have to be careful is now, exactly how I told about Mars, the 10th house lord in the 8th house, if we show any aggression problem. Now from 2nd to 4th of August, we also make sure that we do not show any kind of, we do not show any kind of what we say, emotionally vulnerable situations also can arise, that you are emotionally disturbed, that your ego will hurt. How the hell this person told me this and that? Because Moon is getting debilitated in the 10th house. So in your career, in your workplace, make sure that even if someone is insulting you, listen. Time speaks, very loud. Right now you will argue, it will not be great because your Moon is debilitated. Try to be calm down, relax, let Moon come into exaltation, then do whatever you want. But right now, be more calm in your workplace, because emotionally, not a very great period for Aquarius ascendant people, especially in the career area. Whenever Moon becomes difficult, who do we go to? Lord Shiva. So Om Namah Shivaya is your mantra. All the best. Do subscribe, because very soon we are going to stop uploading these videos for everyone. Only for subscribers and members, they will be able to see it. So if you want to value us, do it, because we value you. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new and live astrology classes. For that also, link is in the description. Thank you. See you on the other side. Pisces ascendant Rohitji. Now when Mars enters into Virgo here, it is the 7th house when Mars is coming, the 2nd house lord and the 9th house lord. That means Mars rules your wealth, and Mars rules all the things that is related to your knowledge, your education, your higher education, your father, your gurus, your teachers, your foreign travels. Mars is an extremely important planet, and since it is sitting in the Kendra, in the seventh house is not considered that great when for Mars, because here people, those who have natal placement of Mars here, they become Manglik, Mangal dosha. That means they are very high on energy. In such cases, Pisces ascendant people may find them very overwhelmed in the energy related to their love life, in relationships, even in business partnership. You'll be extremely ferocious during this time. Let's use this ferocious to build something together, not to destroy something. Remember, see, fire is Mars. Now, fire can be used to even cook food, or fire can be used to burn down your house. Let us use this fire to cook awesome meal for us so that we can enjoy beautifully. This is the number one thing that you should be doing. Secondly, because Mars is in the Kendra, in the seventh house, health problem related to spouse can come up. So for that, we have to be extra careful. When it comes about wealth through partnership, we are going to achieve something great. When it also says about destiny, it is at the peak and it will help us in every scenario. But we have to understand one thing in the back of the mind: we have to be more careful in aggressive approach in any partnership, husband wife, employee employer. We can talk about even, what you say, business partnership, every partnership. You have to be very careful. Then Moon comes here. Now look at Moon. Fifth house Lord goes to the seventh house, makes Mahalakshmi Yoga in the seventh house. That means, again, two things yeah, here with this Mahalakshmi Yoga. One thing, those people who are looking for marriage or marriage proposals may get one step closer here. So that is a tick mark for you guys. Great for your love life. And this is a very balanced approach. When Moon comes with Mars, emotion and action are balanced. And when emotion and action are balanced, we benefit from it. That's why this is a Mahalakshmi Yoga. So great for you. On the other hand, the seventh house, again, those who are expecting any money, any financial relief from partnership will also see positive results. Moon thus goes to the eighth house. Now, fifth house and eighth house Lord are making a relationship, and where Jupiter is also aspecting Moon. This is a time to earn something great through speculative gains. Speculatively, very great time to invest as well as extract. If you are in very great profit, make that profit. Shanti, chill, let Moon become debilitated, let it go, and let it come back with Jupiter in Gemini in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 days. Then again invest, but chill. This is the time to extract money if it is coming. This is a lottery for you. That's how exactly this time works for you. Luminary, even Sun is in the fifth house, the house of Moon only. So extremely positive time. Health wise, not a great time, because sometimes we can feel little bit of overwhelm related to our stomach, lower abdomen. We can also have some problem in the back, that is sciatica pain. Sometimes even in the rectum area there can be some problems. Some people who have this kind of placement Moon here, they always have rectum problems, like either swelling there, or either getting hemorrhoids or piles or fissure. Some problems happen if they have natal placement. So this also can trigger, because it's the fifth house lord of your stomach, going into the house from where excretion comes out. This is the house of waste. Okay, remember this is house of waste. If we have very great planets here, we can work in the waste industry also. That is another, for another time I will make a video on it. I have someone, Rohiji, who's a multi-millionaire, and what he does is works in junk. He has Saturn and Mars in the eighth house here. I don't remember the ascendant, but Saturn and Mars are here. And Saturn and Mars are junk, because Saturn is iron and Mars is the rust. Remember this very carefully. You have to understand Saturn is the iron, Mars is the rust. When iron and rust come, that means junk. Anything that is rusting, like anything that is gone, like of no use now, junk, that is their gold. That is how you have to interpret astrology. Then Moon enters into Scorpio and becomes debilitated here. Now, those who are in education, higher education, patience. Patience is the key. 2 days only it becomes debilitated. We don't want to take any bigger steps on 2nd August till 4th of August. Those who are trying, those who have gone to new universities, because September is the intake month here, they will start learning in September. You may find very overwhelming, very sometimes very stressful environment, which is absolutely okay. Your courage, your effort, everything will be rewarded. So please be very careful. Not a great time for doing long distance travel. If it can be avoided, very great. If not, Then who's the savior when moon is challenged? Lord Shiva. So Om Namah Shivaya has to be on back of the mind, and then you will feel much better. All the best, everyone. Amazing, wonderful week. And Rohitji, there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And do subscribe because we are stopping this if subscribers only can watch then later. Thank you. 30th of August, we are doing the new course. And thank you, Rohitji, for your service also. All the best.
Thank you very much, Akashji. And the week starting today, and we are putting this India time morning this video. So watch this video along with your breakfast, vada pav or prantha, whatever region you are residing, and enjoy this video. And thank you very much. And for the appointments and classes, number on the screen, link in description box, and please subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai
Yeah,
Hanuman.
Jai Mata Di, Jai Malakshmi.